These are some of the most chased bottles in all of bourbon. They sell out instantly, they go for crazy prices on the secondary market, and most people will never find them at retail. But here's the real question. Is the flavor experience actually expensive, or are we just chasing labels? So today, instead of hunting unicorns, we're doing something smarter. I'm taking some of the most allocated bottles in all of bourbon and showing you what to drink instead. Based on actual profile, actual drink experience, everything here is something that I own, and it's not that hard to find. Let's start with one of the most hyped bourbons out there. I'm talking Weller Antique 107. Now, Weller Antique is sitting right around $110 to $150 on the secondary market right now. And that's wild when you think about what it actually is. MSRP, you're talking about 60 bucks. But what is it? It's a wheated bourbon at 107 proof. Sweet caramel, cinnamon spice, some red fruit, soft texture from the wheat, but enough heat to keep things interesting. And that's what people love about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a fantastic bottle. If you could find it at MSRP, pick it up. But if what you like is sweet wheat with a little bit of kick, you gotta try Ben Holiday. This soft red wheat rickhouse proof makes a ton of sense. It's a wheated bourbon profile, aged for about 6 years, and it's proofed up. This one's gonna come in at about 120 plus proof. It's got that caramel forward sweetness. I got a huge cherry note on this one when I first tried it. On the back end, there's some really good oak with it. This bottle is pretty readily available in most states now, and it's usually only gonna run you $60 to $75 depending where you are. Just like that, you're talking about savings of like $50 up to $100. I will say, I didn't put this one on the list, but if you can find a Bardstown wheated as well, those run about $45 to $60 depending where you live. And it also lives in this same general space as well. It's a little bit smoother, a little bit more vanilla, but it's still got that punch in the wheated sweet heat lane. So instead of paying for the name that comes with a Weller, you're paying for the flavor. Stagg is going anywhere from $120 up to $200 plus right now on the secondary market. And what are people actually chasing here? They're chasing a barrel-proof bourbon that's dark, bold, and truthfully delicious. It's not subtle, it's got a lot of dark chocolate, rich caramel flavors. It's absolutely one of my favorite pours. And if that's what you're after, you gotta try this Jefferson's Reserve Cask Strength Limited Edition. Right now, this bottle is only gonna run you about $65 to $70, and it's pretty readily available. The first time I tasted this, I thought I was having Stagg. It absolutely brings that high proof at 130 proof. You get that heavy oak, the slow sipping intensity, the rich flavors that come from this one. Honestly, this is one of the most underrated bourbons on the market. Is it 100% identical to Stagg? No. But if what you're chasing is that big, bold, slow, heavy sipping pour that's full of flavor, you really can't go wrong. What you're chasing is something that is pretty unattainable for most people. I mean, this comes out a couple times a year. This one has been on the shelves for a while, completely getting glossed over. I know Jefferson's doesn't have the greatest reputation in the eyes of the bourbon community, but let me tell you, this cask strength right here, peak. So if what you're chasing is that big, you're gonna sit with it, slow drink it, 30, 40 minutes plus, this scratches the itch for half the price of what a Stagg on secondary is gonna cost you. If you end up trying Jefferson's cask strength, let me know. All right, moving on, let's drop the proof a little bit. We're talking Blanton's single barrel bourbon. Blanton's is sitting on the secondary market anywhere from $100 to $150. Sometimes you could find it in the $85 to $95 range. And here's the funny thing. It's not massive proof or anything else. It's a polished, clean single barrel. People love it because the juice is actually pretty good. And to be honest, we're all collectors at the end of the day. The toppers, the bottles, everything about the packaging that comes with the Blantons is top notch. People love it because it feels premium, but it's an easy sipper. It's nothing over the top. And if that's your lane, you gotta try this John J. Bowman single barrel. This bottle right here is usually gonna run you $50 to $65. It's a single barrel, it's balanced, it drinks so incredibly smooth and balanced and fruit forward on this one. It's absolutely insane. You're getting that elevated sipping experience without chasing a horse topper or a grenade bottle. Honestly speaking, most of the time I find myself reaching for the John J. Bowman over the Blantons, and I don't know why. It might be because of the cost, or honestly, I think this John J. drinks above its weight. I've seen a lot of people in blinds actually compare the John J. Bowman to the Blanton's Gold, which is gonna run you anywhere from $150 to $300. So if you're looking for an easy sip without breaking the bank or having a hunt, really, just look on the shelf and grab this John J. Bowman. Now, let's talk about something a little bit older. Eagle Rare 10 year sits in that $70 to $100 price range on the secondary market. It's 10 years old, it tastes mature, it's got oak, and honestly, it's just tremendous. I find an incredible grape note on this one every single time. This is, as you can tell, one of like my go-to pours in my shelf. It tastes older, it's super smooth. I love the 90 proof on this one. It's not overpowering, and if that's what you like about Eagle Rare, I got something for you. This one goes without saying. The Russell's Reserve 10 year is honestly one of the easiest swaps out there. This one's on every single shelf from $35 to $45. And honestly, you can even increase this and go with the single barrel or even a good store pick of the Russells. This one is almost always on shelves, and it leans a little bit more into that wild turkey spice, but you're paying half the price for something in the same bracket. The Russell's 10 year is honestly also one of my go-to pours. It's super sweet, approachable. I honestly love the oak on the back end of this one. And like, truthfully, it's just out of this world. For $45, you genuinely can't go wrong. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty fortunate that I live in California and Eagle Rare is so obtainable. But if I didn't live in California, I'm going with this Russell's 10 like all day. I think of all the swaps on the list, this one is honestly probably the biggest consensus in the bourbon community. You go Wild Turkey versus Buffalo Trace, and you really can't go wrong with either. For $30 to $45, you really just, the Russell's 10 is just out of this world. Now for this next one, let's go a little bit south of Kentucky. I'm talking about the limited edition Jack Daniel's 10 year. I can't speak for the 12 or 14 here, but this Jack 10 goes anywhere from $120 up to $200+ on the secondary market. And what people love about it is it's a much more mature oak forward version of Jack. Personally, I got this bottle on the secondary market, and I don't regret it. I got it as a celebratory bottle for when I proposed to my fiance, and this is honestly one of my favorite pours on my shelf. It's super smooth, I get like a huge brown sugar butterscotch type note, and proof wise, it's nothing over the top and it's not too low. It's sitting right around 97 to 100 proof. And if what you're chasing is a more powerful Jack Daniel's, you really have to look no further than the readily available Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. This bottle right here is usually $55 to $70 depending where you live, and you can find it at every single liquor store known to man. It's the same distillery, the same DNA, the same charcoal mellowed profile. It's just bigger, bolder, better, and you're paying half the price. Jack Daniel's makes some of the best bourbon in the entire industry, and you're talking something this good, this strong, this proof forward for $60, that's out of this world. Here's the pattern. In every single case, you're not paying for flavor, you're paying for scarcity. It's a marketing thing. And when you figure out what you actually like and what flavor profiles you're looking for, you stop chasing names and you start chasing flavor profiles. And that's truthfully when your cabinet gets better and your wallet feels better. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy the video, let me know down in the comments section below. What do you think about these swaps? Are there swaps that you prefer, or do you just disagree with me entirely? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please remember, drink responsibly, and we'll see ya.